Hey YouTube, JP Dillon. Today we're in the shop hole at home, and we're going to kind of go through some of these sets that I picked up in the last couple months. This one is definitely a keeper for me. This is about a 73 or 74 Zenith 4-tube hybrid set. I had one of these when I was really young, and stupidly I got rid of it, so another collector in the Riverside area was nice enough to sell me this one. Although I don't really know its overall condition, he says it works, and I trust the guy because I've dealt with him before. So we'll fire this one up and do some tweaking on it, see what kind of a picture it produces. And then over here, I've got this 1970s, I think it's a 76, it's a Sears set with Super Chromix 110. This one will pull the back off and check the CRT because I think it's pretty weak, but we'll see. And then let's see over here, I've got an old RCA XL100. I've got two of these. I've got one in fake wood, and I've got one in silver up there. And then I've got a Sony KV1221R from about 1981, 82, and we'll check that one out. I've got this one we won't do today, this Zenith 21 inch or 22 inch, maybe it's a 23 inch actually, big black and white metal tabletop. And then there's the another Sears set that I picked up recently, the Performance early digital with on-screen display. And then over here on the washer is a General Electric hotel set. Wrong tuning knob, but I got this from a guy in the South Bay for next to nothing. And the interesting thing about this is if you look on the back, it's got Hotel del Coronado branded into the plastic here, so this is interesting. We'll take this one apart too. But first of all, let's get to the Zenith. Alright, so here's the Zenith. I really don't know what's going to happen with this one. I haven't even taken the back off yet. We're just going to juice it and see what happens. So, here we go. And it's a hybrid, so you're going to hear sound before you do see the picture. Cool. Alright, let's see if my little generator thing still works. Alright, there's our pattern there. And let's see, brightness and stuff are usually on the sides of these. Got pretty good video response. Good grayscale too. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's brightness, contrast, and vertical. So we'll do brightness. So we don't have a lot of brightness, but that just could be a adjustment because the CRT seems pretty bright. A little bit of a loss of green there. Not worried about it too much. Let's go to a full crosshatch there. Convergence is still pretty good. There's a little bit of loss of vertical on the bottom here, and there's some bad convergence on the side in the corner here. Not bad though. Turn our AFC on, that quiets it down a little. Let's do color bars. Ugh, that's like way too bright a contrast. That's still pretty bright. Let's see if we can get color. No color yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit, not very much. Let's do fine tuning here. I'm starting to see something. There we go, there's some color there. Yeah, that thing's bright. There's our rainbow pattern. Yeah, let's see if we can just do bars. I don't think the fine tuning is doing much of anything. Oh no, it is. Let's go the other way. There we go. There's some bright colors. It's causing it to blink too. Definitely have some demodulation issues there. Of course, that could be just part of how the generator's producing. Not bad though. Needs some tweaking, but wow, it just kind of works. The chromatic makes it way too bright. So definitely some service adjustments need to be done there. But that one's working. Pretty nifty. Alright, let's move on to, let's see, which one should we do next? I guess let's do the weird GE color one. Okay, so here's the General Electric 19-inch. The one that was jacked from the hotel. So let's turn this one on and see what happens. I'm just going to juice this one too. High voltage comes up. Let's see here. So we've got custom picture. That doesn't do much of anything. Brightness. Brightness cranked up all the way. It's pretty dim and blurry. That's not a good sign. Yeah, it's pretty blurry. I think the CRT in this one could be toast. Let's see. Turn my generator on if that's going to work for me. Nope. Nothing? Is the tuner input dead? Yeah, I was just using this a second ago. Can't imagine that the tuner input's dead. That thing's got really bad focus. That's interesting. How is it that I have... Oh, well, maybe it's, maybe this knob isn't correct. Since it's not a correct knob, that would make sense. Let's see if I turn it off. Yeah, turn it back on again. Okay. There's that. Make sure I got this hooked up to the... I got it hooked up to the UHF terminals. That was smart. Let's fix that. Well, even hooked up to the proper terminals, I don't get much of anything. I think the VHF tuner is a no-go. And what I do see, this is like very, very dim and blurry. I mean, the camera's kind of boosting it a little bit, but cranked all the way up, it just fuzzes out. And turned down, it's still kind of cruddy and blurry. And so yeah, I don't know what's going on. Obviously the VHF tuner's gone, so this may not be the one. This may not be worth messing with right now. Then it's probably got a really weak CRT. So yeah, I don't know about this one. It was picking up a subharmonic on the UHF, but I think this one we're just going to put aside for now. And then we'll take a look at the next one. Alright, so here's the old Sears set. Super Chromix 110. Let's see what this does, if anything. High voltage. Let's see. This will be on channel 3. I got nothing. Oh, there's something. Another very ultra weak picture tube. And a tuner that doesn't want to work right. No AFT on this one. Yeah, let's see. Brightness, that's all we get. Contrast, that's all we get. CRT on this one's probably trash. Let's go to the grayscale looks okay. It's got a rainbow pattern at least. It looks pretty good. There's lots of bleeding you can see. Something's singing back there. Let's just do all bars. It's looking okay. Definitely bleed when you crank up the color though. Well, this one's doing better than the GE was. So far that looks like 2. I might stick this CRT on 8 volts for a while and let it wake up. Because that's with the brightness and cranked up all the way. And the contrast cranked up all the way. It doesn't really get very bright. But at least this one looks like it's worth pursuing. Play around with it some. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here's 13-inch RCA Space Age Portable number 1. And I haven't powered this one on yet, so we're just going to juice it and see what happens. Got high voltage at least. Pretty bad volume pot on that one. I've had a lot of problems with these ones in the past with the guns coming up real slow, and this is no exception. Cranking this up all the way, you can see a little bit of a blue tint there. A little bit of blue snow, but it's not very bright. So either the CRT's trash or let's see here. I wonder if this thing has a... Yeah, this... Oh, there we go. We got a little more video there. Kind of makes me want to pull the service switch and see what's going on with it. No color. There's color. Here, color, color, color. Apparently we're broadcasting on channel 4. Alright, so let's turn our center point there. That's pretty good color. Nice and bright. These pots are terrible. That one looks kind of sort of okay. Contrast. Contrast really doesn't do squat. Wow, that's like super touchy. Yeah, that makes a video, that makes it blank out. Crazy. Okay, so let's go to pretty rainbow. Man, that totally wipes out your video signal if you touch that thing. So either the CRT's weak or something else is going on, but let's, these usually have an accessible service switch on them. You can pull out. Yeah, let's pull the service switch. I got nothing going on there as far as guns. Let's see if we can bear with me here. Bring these up and around. There's a red line. These pots are so bad, I wonder if they all have tin whiskers in them. Let's bring up the blue. Definitely got a misalignment there. And then, let's see here. Bring up the green. Well, there's our white line. A little bit of blue tint there, but not bad. Ooh. Got plenty of brightness now. Let's switch back to our... yeah, it's not bad. Definitely got some more range. Definitely got to clean those pots. Pots are awful. Let's do... drives need to be adjusted too. As soon as you touch that contrast knob, the video signal just drops. But that's a good start. This one will tune up nicely. That volume control's awful. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, here's Space Age RCA Portable set number 2 with the classy faux wood grain case. Let's see what you do. Definitely a better volume pot than the last one. Ooh, fancy. The horizontal frequency on this is pretty wrong. Oh, there we go. Oh, I was picking it up on the wrong channel. Definitely got the jitters going on there. Good color though, just like the other one. Interesting looking, yeah, there's a little bit more brightness. I think this one has the same disease as the last one. Let's pull the service switch and bring up the guns again. Yeah, it's like I thought. There's nothing on the screen here. Bear with me. This one's got a different style of pots than the last one. There's our red line. Pots on this one aren't so touchy. Let's go with the blue. It's hard to see because the camera's kind of messing with it. Sorry about that. Let's go with the green. There's our white. Pop the switch back in. There we go. The pot needs to be cleaned too, and so does that switch, but it's looking alright. There's our nice rainbow pattern there. And really bright now that everything's tweaked out. Needs some help, but otherwise looks pretty good. Better than the other one, that's for sure. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so here's the super awesome Sony retro 80s Japanese box. Let's see if this runs. I don't remember if this one does or not. This was a freebie. I got nothing. I think there's a secret panel up here. Yep, master power. Well, that's a little better. Let's see, AFT off. This one's got electronic tuning. Ugh, got a weak CRT, it looks like. Come on. Okay, well, we got something there. It's not quite tuned in though. Let's turn the automatic off. Brightness. It's definitely got a bit of a weak CRT. It's got reds, but not much of anything else. Even with the brightness all the way up, it's not great. This auto tuning thing is kind of weird. Yeah, I guess that's what it likes to see. Is that right there? Yeah, let's check out our rainbow pattern again. It's pretty dim. That usually means that the CRT is about toast on it. With a Trinitron, that doesn't surprise me. These things just bake. So you've got your presets here, and that's your little find me a channel control panel preset thing. Guess let's look at the super electronic volume. I mean, it's got a sharp picture, even while the contrast is cranked all the way up. Put it about halfway and it's just too dim. Let's go back to that again. Yeah, halfway up it's just too dim. So this one's got a weak CRT in it. You can't really successfully rejuvenate the Trinitron tubes. They like to arc and spark after you do that. They don't like it. So I think this one, maybe we'll just tweak it and see if we can get a good picture out of it, and then out the door it goes. So you'll probably see this one at some point. But alright, let's move on to the last one, which is the Sears Performance set. Alright, so here's the fantastic Sears Performance set, which weighs about as much as a Cadillac. Let's see what this one does. I know this one works. Let's see how well it works. Ah, trippy. There we go, that just comes right up. Clock's not set, so it's not going to read anything. Trying to find all the little picture controls. I guess here's the brightness, contrast, tint, and color. There we go. This one's got twitchies. pie crust-o-matic. That came up really fast. Basic crosshatch. It's got pretty good, that's a sharpness control. Vertical hold. There's your contrast. Brightness. Pretty good so far. Cool. I don't know if there's supposed to be a little indicator up here or something, but so far there's not. I've got the remote for it, but I don't have any batteries in it at the moment. But here's the ultra cool remote that goes with it. Got good grayscale, good convergence. Definitely got some DC restoration issues, and then we've got to figure out why this thing's pie crusting at the bottom. That's kind of weird. Only at the bottom though, it's not anywhere else on the screen. That's weird. Something to figure out later, I guess. Cool. Yeah, I don't have my DC power supply. It's at work. Otherwise, I do a video on this Watchman, and then this, what is it? This big old fat, this Zenith here, handheld type thing. I'll do those eventually when I dig all that out. I just kind of wanted to assess where we were at with these things that I'd collected over the last couple months. And so you guys get to vote on it. If you want to leave in the comments which one you want me to tear open first. We've still got the other projects like this submerged Sansui, and then this Silvertone thing, which I'm going to put an audio video input on, and then this big freaking metal 23-inch black and white thing. This was another drag home. Yeah, it probably needs everything up. I guess my generator shuts off after a while. Yeah, it's just an auto shut off thing. That must make it so that you can't run down the battery. That's smart. Oh, here's your time set. But the placement of the on-screen display is pretty far off. You can see that. That's not good. Kind of useless. But that's for another time, I guess. Alright. So I just wanted to show you a rundown of sets that are in the line to get worked on. If you want, you can write out in the comments which one of the ones that I've tested here today you want me to tear into next. And that'll be the one we do the next video on, just kind of a preliminary. This GE thing down here at my feet is probably going to be the most pain in the butt one. I suspect that the tuner's just trashing it because I'm getting no VHF reception at all. So it may be a candidate for a AV input, but that's only if the CRT is good. So with the GE, I would definitely test the CRT first and see if it's worth resurrecting, and then go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. More stuff to come soon, and if you want to, write in the comments which one you want me to screw with next, and then maybe we'll do a video on that one. Ciao.